Okay, so lesson 8.2, factoring by GCF. As we're going through this lesson, you can use your note-taking sheet and write down any examples or things that you need to do to help you remember this lesson. So, our objective for today is to make sure that we can factor polynomials by using the GCF. And we're going to kind of remind you of some things that you did way back at the beginning of the year with the distributive property and understanding that AB plus AC is the same thing as saying A times the quantity B plus C. So when we use the distributive property, we can factor out a number is 2x squared. 2 times 2 is 4, and it's minus 4. So 2x squared minus 4, which was our original, so I know that I've done it correctly. When I look at example B, I have 8x to the third power minus 4x squared minus 16x. I'm looking for a number and or a variable that can go into everything. So in this case, the number 4 and x seems to be able to go into every part of that polynomial. So 8x cubed divided by 4x is going to give me 2x squared. 4x squared divided by 4x is going to give me minus x. And then 16x divided by 4x is going to give me minus 4. And again, we can double check our work. 4x squared times 2x, or 4x times 2x squared is going to give us 8x to the third power. 4x times a negative 1x, or negative x, is going to give us negative 4x squared. And 4x times a negative 4 is going to give us negative 16x. Okay. If we look at example C, we have a negative 14x and a negative 12x. So we can start to look at what are the GCF. If I needed to, I could, along the side, find out what the greatest common factor of 14 and 12 is. In this case, we're going to go with the number 2. So this is negative, this is negative. I'm going to choose negative 2 on the outside. And then they each have an x, so I'm going to choose x. Which is going to leave me with 7x, or I'm sorry, just 7, minus 6x. So negative 2x on the outside. And so when I use my distributive property, negative 2x times 7 is negative 14x. Negative 2 times a positive 6x would give me negative 12x squared. And part D, 3x squared plus 2x minus 10. In this case, I see that I have a number that goes into 2 and 10, which would be the number 2, but it doesn't go into 3. And then I see that I have x squared and x squared, but I don't have any x's here, so this cannot be factored. But can it be simplified? So if I looked at that, I could combine these like terms and get 5x squared minus 10. Now can I factor that? Is a little bit different story. So 5x squared, when I look at, once I've combined my like terms, I can see that they have a 5 and a 10. So 5 can go on the outside, and then x squared minus 2 would be my final answer. So why don't you give a shot with some of the example problems that are on your page.